So guys, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. That said, we have actually just surpassed the 5k subscriber mark. So guys, thank you very much if you guys are subscribers. If you're not, obviously drop a subscribe, hit the little subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, make sure you drop a like, comment and subscribe as well. Said subscribe like so many times in, but you know how these YouTubers be, you just have to say it, I guess. But guys, look, thank you very much for helping me get to 5k subscribers. I honestly and sincerely mean that, guys. It has been a mad journey of up and downs, just sharing my journey of SMMA, my up and downs in that as well. When I've been, losing clients, when I've been gaining clients, I've been sharing everything and documenting everything for you guys. Hope you guys have been enjoying it. I know that I've been kind of enjoying it, especially when I'm winning, obviously. When the pendulum swings, you can have really high highs in entrepreneurship and you can have really low lows. I try to document all of them the best I possibly can. We are pushing for 10k subscribers. I'll probably do some sort of like massive giveaway, if I'm being honest with you guys. I should have done it at 5k, but I guess I missed the ball on that. What I'll do is definitely do some sort of giveaway at like 10k subscribers. So help me get to 10k, guys. Anyway, without any further ado, guys, what I want to jump in today's video is, I guess it's a video based upon like if you're a beginner in SMMA, and I shouldn't really need to do this video, but I keep getting a question asked time and time again, and that question is, what on earth actually is Upwork? How do you use it? Why is it a viable method in 2021? And just all the pros and cons about it. So what I want to do is kind of create a be all end all video for you guys based upon like what Upwork actually is, why I recommend it if you're a beginner, when I kind of recommend it, I kind of spoiled it there, the pros and cons behind it, and like what the misconceptions are as well. So without any further ado, guys, I want to break down what actually Upwork genuinely is. So guys, if you're not familiar with Upwork, Upwork is a place where you go to get hired as a freelancer. So in layman's terms, it's a freelance website. So I believe it used to be called like Odesk or eDesk or something like that, and like way back in the past. I was definitely not on the platform back then. I actually joined Upwork on I believe it was December 2019. Well, it was December 2019 where I first got my client on Upwork. Anyway, it took me 23 days, and out of those 23 days of the month, I worked 15 days out of them. So it's actually 15 working days, I believe it took me, of applying to 10 jobs each and every day. So I'll come back to that story in a second. I just want to really break down what Upwork actually is. So Upwork.com, if you go to it, it's a freelance website. It's where you go to get hired as a freelancer. Now you're probably thinking, why on earth would I want to get hired as a freelancer? Guys, the trick is to not treat yourself like a freelancer. Just kind of call yourself a freelancer on the platform, but still run your agency in the background, as in you're still on there, and it's just literally an outreach method. This is the key, guys, that I want you to take away from this video. Upwork is but a form of outreach. It's literally just a form of outreach. It's no different to like, well, it has its obviously technical differences from like email and stuff like that, cold calling and stuff like that. What I want you guys to remember is that this is just literally a form of outreach. It's not the be all end all. It's literally just a stepping stone. And I've been screaming about Upwork now for the longest time on my channel, because I see a lot of beginners come into the SMMA game thinking that they're just gonna send 100 emails and get to 10k in like their first month, and it really doesn't work like that. It's not worked like that for me. It's not worked like that for a lot of my other students neither, to be honest with you. You see, with Upwork, what I recommend you do is kind of use it as like a stepping stone, like I said, like leverage that to actually, because I know for a fact that like most of you guys watching this, when I was first getting started, I don't know about you guys, but I was dead broke. I actually had negative 216 pounds and 17 pence or something like that in my, I don't know why I said cents. I'm so used to speaking to Americans, I say cents and dollars these days, but I literally had negative 216 pounds and 71 pence or something like that in my Barclays student overdraft. So I was actually overdrawn. I was actually in a negative kind of state. And guys, when you start SMMA, you're probably broke as well. So I have kind of taken it upon myself to kind of show you guys, when you're dead broke, that cold emails is a great way to go about getting clients. However, with cold emails, there's a huge learning curve to that. It's probably going to take you 2, 3, 4, 5 months to even learn cold emails. There's a lot of testing that has to go into it. Just finding leads alone is a huge ball ache. It's like a literal 9-to-5 job within itself. Finding leads, qualifying leads, and then actually reaching out to them, that right there is a 9-to-5 job within itself. Then you have to do the sales stuff, the service delivery, managing your clients. Those are big jobs. Not only are those big jobs, but your actual outreach, prospecting, that sort of stuff are huge jobs as well. It's like literally like a 9-to-5 job, and these gurus are just not telling you the truth about lead sourcing. So with Upwork, how does Upwork eliminate this? You see, when you go to build a traditional agency, there's normally 2 hurdles you have to sell somebody over or get somebody over in order for them to become your client. Think think about it. If you go to pick a niche, and this is what traditionally happens when you start SMMA. Here's what you do. You get all excited thinking you're going to start a business and get to 10K straight away. You're then like, oh yeah, I need to niche to get rich, or niche down in order to, you know, see some real clients coming in. So everybody does this. And by the way, I'm not saying that this is wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is the traditional route that most people go down. It's what I did. So I was like, you know, oh, I'm going to go after dentists. I'm going to have to go after real estate agencies. So that's kind of what I did at the beginning. I niched down. As you pretty much heard, you niche to get rich. You specialize in one thing, and that's how you make a lot of money. Well, that's the common kind of saying that gurus put out there, which I don't disagree with. I'm actually genuinely a proponent of that. I actually do believe that is very, very true. In fact, it's 100% true. And if it wasn't for Upwork, I would be doing that, which I kind of am outside of Upwork. But anyway, guys, I don't want to confuse you too much. So Upwork, again, traditionally what you would do is you would go out your way to, for example, to find gym businesses, real estate businesses, you know, dental businesses. And what you would do is you'd go to Google and you would type in dentists near me, or dentist in, I don't know, New York, dentist in London, for example. And then what you would do is you go to Google Maps and you would go and find a whole like list of like leads in the Google Maps section. You would go to their website. You would do all these guessing games. They're educated guesses, but they're still guesses. And what I mean by that is you would go to their website. You would look to see if they have a optimized website, to see if they take their digital marketing seriously. You would then see if they have a Facebook pixel installed. If they don't, they're probably going to be a person you want to reach out to, because it seems they don't have a marketing team, which is kind of backwards, because normally like local lead gen businesses are stuck in their old ways. So if they don't even have a Facebook pixel on their website, they probably don't take their digital marketing seriously, and they kind of like that face-to-face business instead of digital business, if that makes sense. So anyway, moving on, you would then look to see how many staff they have. You would then guess like, oh, if they can afford to pay 5 people a full-time salary, they probably can afford my services. Again, that's another guess. It's an educated guess, but it's still a guess. You would then go to their social media, see how active they are. If they're slightly active on that, you would guess and say again, this is all guessing games again. Like I said, they're guessing games, but they're educated guesses, but still they're guesses. You would then go to their social media. You take a look at their social media to see if they're active and whatnot. You would then see who's active, who's not. The ones that are active on social media are probably going to be like, yeah, they're probably a good fit because they're more active on social media. They take it more seriously. Again, that's another guess. And then the last guess that you would actually have to do is, you know, is this business at the current time during the whole crazy thing, I don't want to say the actual word, but you know, I'm talking about what's going on with the world, has that affected their business negatively? Because you don't actually know. For example, if you go to Google right now and you type in, you know, real estate businesses near you, wherever you're located, whatever city you're located in, you're going to find a whole bunch of businesses. But how do you know what their financial standpoint is or are at this current moment in time? Because you genuinely don't know. You have to ask them. And again, that's going to take time. If you ask them, you know, for example, you're not really just going to ask a business, you know, how much money you're making right now. Are you still in business? You're just not going to do that. It would probably naturally come up in conversation when you get them on a call or something like that. But again, that would be like a qualifying call. So all those are guessing games. So let's say you find a absolutely perfect business. Everything is aligned. The stars are aligned for you. The last thing you kind of have to factor in as well when it comes to traditional ways of building an agency is this business right now in the buying window? A lot of people forget this. The buying window is actually a real thing in sales, and buying window basically states that like a business could be the most perfect business possible on paper. They're completely qualified. However, they just aren't ready to buy right there and then. They may have other expenses. The COVID thing might have hit them drastically. They might literally just be ending their contract with another digital marketing agency or something, or social media marketing agency or something like that. Whatever the reason, they're just not ready to buy now. Now, those are all guessing games, and that's kind of what you would go through if you was going down the traditional route. Now, after all those guessing games, you still have to get them over the two hurdles of SMMA. And the first hurdle is when you do reach out to the business owner, eventually after all these guessing games, is this business owner kind of in the mindset that he knows that social media as a whole, as a concept, or your services as a concept is a real viable business tool that's going to help them build their business? And what I mean by that is some business owners, especially in the local lead gen niche, in fact, a lot of them actually was what I found, they're still stuck in their old traditional ways. And they think that like Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, TikTok marketing, all this stuff, all this new stuff is just like gimmicks. They think it's a place where you just go to watch Taylor Swift videos and cat videos and have a laugh and a joke, communicate with your family and stuff like that. So they're not really sold on the idea as it's a real viable business tool for their business in particular. So that's hurdle number one. Hurdle number two is once you actually do convince them that Facebook ads or whatever your service is as a whole is a great concept and a great tool for their business, you then have to sell them on the idea that you are the right agency and the right fit for them instead of the other 10 agencies that are hitting them up each and every day. So those are the two hurdles you have to traditionally go down when it comes to starting a traditional social media marketing agency. However, you see, all that takes time. It's a long game. There's a lot of guessing games in there. They're educated guesses, but like I said, they are still guesses. With Upwork, something like Upwork, they are literally, the clients on there are literally at the end of the buying window. And what I mean by that is, if you go to Google and you just type in marketing/sales funnel stages, you will see like a triangle looking thing, like an actual funnel, you know, like what you put water down and it kind of funnels it out and filters it out. If you know, I'm talking about the little funnel thing that looks like this. At the top, you have like awareness, then you have interest, then you have desire, then you have action, and then you have like the purchase at the bottom. I may have messed up a few stages there, but you guys know what I'm talking about if you just Google it. What I mean by that is, using Upwork, you're literally interjecting yourself at the very bottom of the funnel, because these are people that have literally, now think about this, these are people, clients that own businesses that have gone out of their own way to go to their computer, type in upwork.com. They've then created or even they've Googled how to hire freelancers, how to hire somebody for social media. They've then been recommended Upwork, or they may have heard of Upwork from a friend, whatever the reason is. They have intent, basically. They now have gone out of their way to create an Upwork account, which is a client account, because on Upwork, you can create two accounts. A client account is where an actual business owner would, create an account to hire somebody to do a job for them. And then a freelance account, not to get confused, is where us agency owners would actually create a freelance account so we can actually get hired by clients and make money. So client account is where you go to spend money. Freelance account is where you go to earn money, basically, for your agency. So these clients are going out of their way to create an actual client account on Upwork, and they're actually sat there writing out what they want in a freelancer and what they need for their job. So they're literally warm to the idea. In fact, they're extremely warm to the idea that they're literally at the end of the sales cycle. So that basically means, guys, with Upwork, you're finding really, really warm clients that are literally at the end of the buying cycle, and you just need to convince them that you're basically off the second hurdle. And again, think about it. People on Upwork, clients on Upwork, they're already over hurdle number one. Because think about it, guys, who in the right mind is gonna go to Upwork, create a client account, create a job posting saying they're looking for somebody to help them with their social media, and they're willing to pay them $500, $600, $700, $2,000 per month, whatever it is, if they don't even believe in social media as a whole? So they're already over hurdle number one, which basically means 50% of the job or the work is done for you right there and then. So there's all those guessing games, such as, are they qualified? Are they in the right buying window? Are they ready to buy right now? Do they have the money? All those guessing games are out the window. Of course, the answer is yes to all of them. They are qualified because they're literally posting out how much they're willing to pay, what they're willing to pay for, and what they want. So they're literally at the end of the buying window. So that leaves us with hurdle number two, which is we have to convince them now that we are the right fit for them instead of the other 19 other freelancers that have applied to their job. And you can actually filter out how much competition you have on each job, because you can literally set on Upwork. Because what you can do on Upwork, guys, is you can set literally how much or how many people have bidded on a particular job or sent proposals to a particular job. So you can actually limit the amount of competition you're actually competing against, which is really easy, because now all you have to do is be the best one out of 20 people, including you. So all you have to do is beat 19 other people and close that client. So that's basically what Upwork is in a nutshell. So what happens is clients on Upwork post out jobs. We as freelancers then apply to clients' jobs. We then use these things called connects. Connects are just literally Upwork's inbuilt currency. Normally it costs around 1 to 6 connects to apply to a job. Connects, for 60 of them, it costs $10.80 at the current time of recording this. So it's really, really cheap. I buy 60 connects a day. So I'm literally spending $10.80 on connects a day. But think about it. A lot of people will look at that and kind of turn their nose up at that and be like, oh, that's expensive. But when you think about it, guys, if you're building a traditional marketing agency, all those guessing games are gonna at least take you 2 hours to do the amount of outreach I'm doing. And if you're only worth $8 an hour times 2, that's $16. I'm doing, double the amount of work you are doing in half the time, or the same amount of work you're doing in half the time. So as you can see, even if you think about it as in like how much dollars you're worth per hour, even if you're only worth $8 an hour, you're going to be spending way less time on Upwork. Not only that, but the leads you're going to be reaching out to are extremely cold. You're doing a lot of guessing games. You don't even know if they want social media. You don't even know if they believe in social media. You don't even know if they believe in Facebook ads as a whole. The leads I'm reaching out to are literally saying they want to buy right now. They're literally sat there with their hands up saying, you know what, we want to hire a person to do Facebook ads for us right now. We are literally hiring right now. So whoever applies to this job and whoever catches that eye, we're going to get on a call with, and we're very likely to hire, like extremely likely to hire. So that's why I love using Upwork. Now, the only cons I can really think about Upwork is, number one, yes, it costs you for connects, but I'm willing to pay to play because that eliminates all the competition that are really like crappy, because anybody can start with emails for completely free, and that kind of like, I guess, dilutes the talent pool, and I guess that kind of plays in the mind of clients that they're just getting hit up with all these spam emails because people don't have to put money where their mouth is. So any random Tom, Dick or Harry can literally send an email to a client using email for completely free. So that's kind of why I guess I'm happy to pay to play. But not only that, but the leads I'm actually, reaching out to and applying to their jobs, they're actually really, really warm. I guess the second con I can think of is that with Upwork, if you take payments on Upwork, you're going to get hit with a 20% fee if you're brand new. So that means if you make $1,000 on Upwork, Upwork's going to immediately take 20% of that. That is completely crazy, I know. And the third con I can think of is, when you close somebody on a monthly basis, you have to do the work first and then you get the payment delivered to you. However, there's a way around this where you can actually split the payment into weekly payments. For example, if you close a client for $1,000, you can easily just tell them to break it down into a weekly basis where it's just, 250 one week, 250 another week, 250 another week, and 250 for the last week. So that's what I recommend you do if you're going to take payments on Upwork. And the last thing I kind of can see as a con on Upwork is that if you don't brand yourself and position yourself properly, people are going to kind of take you as an employee, as in like they're trying to hire you to be actually part of their team instead of be like a third party. But again, that doesn't really happen to me because I have very clear expectations in my onboarding process. The way how I reach out to people and do my proposals shows them very clearly that I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not going to be working at your job as like a 9-to-5 employee on your team full time. I'm actually a third party service provider. That's an agency, and we have other people in the agency helping me with the work, and I don't work on an hourly basis. So that's kind of like the keys to Upwork. I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys use Upwork as a stepping stone. And what I mean by that is, if you're dead broke, it's super easy to get clients on Upwork, build up your cash flow, so scale up maybe, and I guess, yes, you do get slightly lower ticket clients on Upwork. I personally have charged $2,000 per month, $2,000 per month for social media management services, literally, guys. But anyway, long story short, guys, use Upwork to build up your cash flow to maybe 3, 4, 5K per month. It will be very, very quick because you can easily close 5, for example, clients paying you $600, and you're already making what's that? It's probably like 3K, just over 3K or whatever it is. 6 times 6 is 36, so you're almost making $3,600 right there. Use that $3,600 to then go into more traditional routes, because now you're making money. So now you can actually use your money as fuel for your business. As in, before, when you're starting broke, you have to use a lot of what you call sweat equity, where it's, a lot of hustle, a lot of grinding, a lot of you doing the work yourself. Whereas with Upwork, if you close, 6 clients at $600 per month, now you're making $3,600 per month. And what you can do with that is, and the profit of that, you can actually take that profit and then use it to hire people to write first line emails for you, or write emails for you, and do email outreach and lead sourcing and that sort of stuff, more traditionally, to reach out to e-commerce businesses, real estate businesses, that sort of stuff. But guys, as you can see, this is just a stepping stone. So I highly recommend you get on Upwork, really, really master Upwork. If you're stuck with Upwork or anything like that, please drop me a DM on Instagram, or even just book a call below, because I actually help you and I teach people how to actually start a social media marketing agency using Upwork in particular, so they don't have to do any cold calls, any cold emails, and actually can get their client within literally the first 2 weeks. I literally just had a student close a $2K per month client, I believe it was, but he definitely closed, I can't really remember what it was, but I'll probably throw some sort of screenshot on screen right now. But he literally closed his first client before he even finished my program, and it's a 4-week program. So before the month was even up, in fact, before he had his 4th call, so it was like 3 weeks into the program or something like that, 3 weeks and maybe a day or something like that, he already closed a client. Then he's gone on to close another $2K per month client, so he's absolutely killing it. So if you need any help with that, please drop me a DM or literally click the link below. I'll leave it in the first comment section so you can't miss it. And what we'll do is jump on a completely free call, just to figure out whether or not it's going to be a good fit, where you're at, diagnose your situation, what it is you need to actually scale your business. That being said, guys, hope you've enjoyed this. Kind of a long one, but I want I guess, put this video together to be a be all end all video on what Upwork is, why it's just a beautiful platform to use in order to start your SMMA, and why I recommend it, and what the pros and cons are and the misconceptions are. And by the way, one of the misconceptions is that it's low ticket clients. Really guys, it's really not. You can find low ticket clients on there, but you can find high ticket clients on there that have spent millions on the platform, literally like 10 million plus. It's ridiculous. So with that being said guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you guys in the next video very soon. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a video. With that being said guys, I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.